Hello again, folks. I'm just popping in again to beg your indulgence once more. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on the review I just did, just to give you guys some ideas of more possibilities that we have with the Psylocke and the Thanos. Now, what I wanted to do is, I just thought, well, I have a little bit of a play around and see what's possible, what you can do, what you can't do, and one of the things that I kind of glossed over, well, because I was just opening the thing for the first time, she does have an open hand, and I remember going through and going, I wonder where that works. It doesn't really work for the U-Butte effects. It's much better done with the fist. Mind you, the open hand could go in there, as long as I haven't tested yet how obvious it is that there's an open hand in there as opposed to a fist. Certainly with the psychic knife, I think it becomes a bit apparent that it's an open hand in there. Can you focus on this, please? You know what? I'm going to get Thanos out of the way from his clicky. But what I wanted to give you an update on was, oh dear, everything's out of focus now. Let's bring Betsy a bit closer. Let's put her there. Wonderful. But I wanted to see, you know what, can we do a bit of a Marvel Rivals thing with her? And she does have an open hand. And she has an open hand, which, and I glossed over this as well, has a vertical rocker. So I took, of all things, I took us one of Leo's swords from the Loyal Subjects line. Because what I did first, I took my nice, I thought, oh, I wonder if movie Deadpool's swords, one of his swords would go with her. But unfortunately, the handle is just too small for this hand. So that's a little bit of info for you. Deadpool's sword handles, which, you know, I always thought at the time were a bit small, they are too small for this. But that Loyal Subject sword of Leo's, it fits really, really nicely. And for those of you who have one, well, you're in luck. But I remember these not being too much. And, you know, you might have another sword. But I glossed over it at the end, and I thought, well, hang on. We can also have Psylocke with a sword. She has the capability with these lovely hands that she has. Her karate ones, her psychic ones. She also has the hand that you need to give her a bladed weapon. So I thought, you know what, I just want to show you guys. And I just thought, oh, well, Marvel Rivals pose is a nice one to try it with. I would love it. With what I find with figures, I absolutely love it when they can really put their feet together. When you can pull their legs, when you can articulate their legs in, like for a nice diving pose for a Spider-Man or a Batman or anything like that. And certainly I would have liked to have had Psylocke's legs nicely close together for a Marvel Rivals-y sort of thing. But you know, a little bit of this. Just twist a little bit. She's got a lovely twist in the torso, and because it's all just one colour, and they, you know, she's in a suit, they haven't really accentuated the rib cage all that much. You can really, you know, you can merrily do a bit of twisting, a little bit of twisting and turning, and give her a bit of a sideways twist without it looking terribly apparent that you have twisted it. So there you go. Absolutely marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. But what I do feel I need to tell you, there are a couple of little nitpicks, and I'm going to put these in here for those of you who can't get one, so you can feel a bit better about not being able to get one, really. You know, there's certainly a colour difference. Not hugely apparent, but there's a bit of a colour difference between the flesh tone on the main parts of the body and the flesh tone on the arms. You can probably see it. Oh yeah, you can probably really see it there. The camera's showing it up more. I love the figure so much that I'm quite happy to. I can quite easily see past it. But yeah, it's got a lovely vertical hinged open hand. You can give Betsy a sword as well. So for all the wonderful things you can do, gee, I haven't even thought. I'm just making these things as I go. Very professional, as I said. You might even be able to do a bit of this. Yeah, there's space all the way through there. Whether that would work for anything, I don't know, but there's a possibility. And another thing I do feel it's worth knowing for you guys. Again, especially for those of you who can't get one, you want to feel a little bit better about it. One of the things I was looking forward to doing was using the butterfly effect on her head, on her more static head, like in the Marvel Rivals game. But I'm just going to give you a bit more of a look. This is not, I'm assuming this is a reuse from another thing. As I showed you, there's a sort of an open clippy sort of one there and a bit of a glasses arm on that side. The messing around I've done so far, it don't go on this head. There is no gap down this side of the head between this head and the hair. It does not appear that they've been thinking of using this one with this head. There's no gap for it to go down. There's no gap for it to go down on that side. You know, if you wanted, you could maybe put the clippy bit around this bit of hair, I suppose, but it's just not going to look, So once you've got this lovely little bit, because it's very nicely done, once you've got this little bit, you could do a bit of surgery, and I suppose, and just showing you this head, hopefully it won't just focus on her the whole time, showing you this head, this is the one that obviously is intended for this butterfly effect. There is a space, there is a gap that you can get. It is very fiddly. There is a gap, but again, it doesn't quite. It looks like they've meant to accommodate this, I assume, reused butterfly piece, but it doesn't quite. They've given it a wider gap, if you can see on this side. They've given it a wider gap. It's all very shaded. This bit fits very nicely in there. It sits very nicely in there. It doesn't clip around anything. It really just takes up the space. And when you do that, it sits very nicely there. But again, this bit is what I want to do. I'm way too scared to do it just yet, but I want to cut the bent bit off, because this, as the best I can tell, it's really just a hole. It doesn't appear to be a hole with a cavity behind the ear for this to hook around. It just doesn't. I can't quite get it to go in there. I can shove this bit in the hole that's there. Shove it in there, but then you've got to force it up and bend this part anyway, and it won't go in and sit flush against the face. So I really, I wanna cut this bit back a bit, but I've only had this thing out of the box for an hour or so, and that's going to be a bit drastic for me at the moment. But I just wanted to give this little update for those of you who watched my waffle before, to give you a bit more context, a bit more of an idea of what you're getting yourself in for. Again, it is a lovely, lovely figure, but using and it's a lovely, lovely butterfly effect. She just pulls, of course she pulls focus, she's Psylocke. I better get her out of the way, so it'll probably focus on this. Yeah, wonderful figure, wonderful, even more options than I thought because of the lovely open hand. Give her a sword, even though she doesn't come with one. There may be some more legends out there that have come with swords. Excuse me, I can't think of one off the top of my head. But yeah, lovely butterfly effect. But if you want to use it, you might have to do a little bit of surgery on it, which I'm sure I will do, but I'm just a bit scared to do it right now. Okay, so there you go. I will limit my waffle, but I just wanted to give you that update. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.